Afternoon YouTube, morning, good evening. It's Wow Sly here. Got a tip for tent really. Anyone that's got a tent or taken up tent camping or using the tent for whatever. A little tip for putting it away. Sometimes you don't have a lot of space. You pretty much have to roll them up to fit back in the bag. There's the bag for mine. It's that wide, and of course the tent's that wide. So right, I'll quickly show you if I can get the camera then up against the fire. That'll do. Right, fold it in half. This works with tarps as well. It's how I do my tarp. When I fold it in half, that's pretty much the size of the bag I have. Or I can fold it again. The camera's probably not picking this up, so I'll try and do it one-handed because I've only got my phone. Should really use a proper camera or something. Right, so once it's folded in half, fold it again, and then I fold mine again, so it's that big, a lot smaller. Get all the air out of it, and now lean the phone on the coffee cup. So once you've got yourself a nice sized tarp or tent, in my case, to work with, just fold up to a sensible size. The tarp I used to have was like 9 feet by 12 feet, or 10 by 14, so quite a big tarp. So quite big to sort of, generally people fold it in half again, then roll it up, and you're there all day rolling it up. Plus it blows around when you're trying to fold it. If you've ever tried putting a tarp away or a tent in the wind, you'll know they're not easy. With the tarps, I normally leave one side pegged in, and the side furthest from the pegs, I generally fold towards the pegs. Anyway, once it's folded into a nice size, just roll it up tight. Mine's only a small 2-man tent. I've just had to get it out today to measure it, because obviously I'm ordering a new sleep system. The sleep system's on its way, so I've just ordered a bed. So there's a tent now, and the tarp's pretty much come out the same way. Nice and thin. Now I can grab it with one hand and slide it straight in the bag. But without this technique, you'll find you can only roll it up so far, but when you fold it, that does most of the work for you. So now I can simply, well, drop it straight in the bag. Fiddly, always fiddly. There we go, it's in the bag. Job done. So yeah, just a little tip. Might not work for you, circumstances can be different, but for me, my tarps and my tiny little 2-man tent, and works a treat. Fold, then roll. Don't try and roll the whole thing up. I found this out with the 10-person tent we took out a few months ago. Everyone on the campsite was folding it, and folding it, and then trying to squeeze into a bag. Even when I pack my clothes when I go away, I roll my clothes up tight, and I can get more in a suitcase with them all rolled it up than I can fold it up. So yeah, the folding does most of the work, and then you basically just compress it all down with rolling it. So I hope that helps out some people. Obviously, probably more newbies to tents than others. Just getting the gear ready now for a winter wild camp. Ordered the British Army folding bed, the Czech Army sleep roll, and a couple of new pouches for the bug out bag. And that's the air vent cover for the tent. Generally don't use it because it's obviously the colour it is, but this time of year most of the trees are that colour. Thanks for watching. Or back to the sensible size you want to work with. Obviously it's only about 1.5 foot square. nice and small. The other option is, if you've got your poles, some people don't use these, they just suspend the tent from a tree. Roll them in there, that will help you get it nice and tight to the size you need, and it will help keep it straight. There's nothing worse than rolling or folding a tarp up and it going a bit funny angle, so you're left with a funny shaped oblong. So yeah, do all the folding first. Don't try and fold it in half. Standard issue, fold it in half, then roll it the rest of the way. You just won't get it compact enough. Without folding this, if I just rolled it, it's a struggle to get back in the bag. So yeah, roll it, then fold it. With the poles, but we'll drop in the air vent cover first. Straight in, and I've got enough room to get my arm down there comfortably. There you go, one tent wrapped up. You'll notice there's no pegs in there before you come in the bug out bag. A bit dark, you can't see. I've got a pouch for cordage, and I keep all my pegs with the cordage because I don't always need the pegs, or I might need them for something else, and I might not be carrying a tent on me, and it saves carrying 2 lots, so I keep them all in one place with the cordage.